I want to turn to the election this morning. It is, of course, election day across the country, and here in Bexar County, we're talking from the presidential race to a school board. Your vote will help shape the future of our area.
Before you head out to cast your ballot, though, we have team coverage for you this morning with what you need to know. KENS 5's Sarah Duran is at a local polling station before what's expected to be a surge of voting as soon as the polls open.
Meanwhile, as you can see here, our very own Earl Stuttermeyer will preview the race for a crucial seat in the House of Representatives.
First, let's bring in Sarah Duran. And Sarah, nearly half of registered voters in Bexar County have already cast their ballots.
Yeah, Sarah, the turnout we've had so far, there are really any people out early this morning waiting for the polls to open?
So, Sarah, it may just be too early for that. Nobody is here at the Cody Branch Library this morning, and obviously that is not reflective of what we saw in Bexar County during early voting. We saw historic numbers, in fact, record-breaking numbers. This morning, the Bexar County Elections Department is reporting more than 500,000 people participated in early voting, which is just crazy to think about because oftentimes we're reporting the opposite when it comes to elections. Now, I do want to talk about Election Day. There are several important things you need to know, and the most important thing I think you need to know this morning is to bring an ID with you. You will need some form of ID to vote. I think there's about 7 that the Elections Department does accept for voting. And also, due to recent events, it is worth talking about what to wear to the polls. I'm talking about your clothing. In Texas, voters are not allowed to wear political clothing in or near polling sites. And what does that mean for you? So this means no shirts, hats, buttons, or masks supporting a political candidate at the polls. It is viewed as electioneering. Poll workers will tell you to flip it inside out or take it off. And that was the case involving this man, 63-year-old Jesse Lutzenberger. He allegedly punched a poll worker several weeks ago after he put his MAGA hat back on after he was told to remove it. Lutzenberger was arrested and faces other charges, but in most cases, if you find yourself in this situation, most cases you could face a Class C misdemeanor and a fine. So it's just best to wear normal clothing today. Again, you will need some form of ID and a patient attitude to help you get through those polls. Today, voting centers are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to repeat that again, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to cast your ballot, and you can vote at any of the poll sites across Bexar County. Now, today there will be several important races that will be appearing on your ballot, and joining me now is my colleague